Hey guys, hello. Ah, woo, love our facial mist. Hi, I'm Heather. We come to you live Monday through Thursday. And hey, it's about Luminess. So we bring to you everything Luminess, what we have to offer, what comes in the starter kit, anything and everything. Any questions you have, this is for you to ask. This is the time and the place for you to ask. But hey, it is our Tuesday, and we're going to talk about shimmer and shine. Who doesn't like some shimmer and shine in their life? All right, so let me move these around so I can see everybody. Bam, 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 bam. So I'm looking at YouTube and on Facebook. So make sure you say hi on whichever one you're at. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. So every day we do cover the basics. We cover what's in your starter kit, what's in your what you get, things like that, how to use it, some helpful tips on how to use it. Hey, Linda. Hey, Veronica. Hello, Jeannie again. So let's go over that. I'm going to show you. This is the icon. I'm going to use the icon today. We also have the icon Pro, the Legend, and of course the Breeze. And the Breeze is our new cordless chargeable one, and it is amazing. And then all of the makeup does come with the starter kits. However, you may have ordered when there was a free gift or ordered when you got some extras, but it all comes with the 2 bottles of foundation, love, and blush. And our blush is super high pigmented, meaning it is gonna bloom. So you're only gonna use how many drops? How many? 2 drops, and that's it. 2 drops, and that is all you will need to use. Hey, Lori on YouTube, good to see you from Florida. You are used to humidity like we are. And then love is something that you're going to love, but it might not be something you're going to use every single day. And so you can mix it in with your blush. You can mix it in with your foundation. You can put it on before. You can have fun with it. But we give you those 2 large bottles of foundation because we want you to use them. This is different than doing traditional makeup. So when doing it, you're going to make sure to keep your stylus 4 finger widths away from your face. Move around. You're never going to be in one spot twice. There's overlap, but keep that stylus moving and barely pull back on your trigger. Guys, if you see the makeup going on, guess what? You're pulling back too hard. 9 times out of 10, people are using it like traditional makeup, and that's not how it's applied. Shocker. That's not how it's applied. So make sure you're applying it correctly. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning. Trish, good morning. Good morning. Martin, good morning. Judy, good morning. Yay, Trish just got hers. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Pam, good to see you. Man, it is a Tuesday-rama. Everybody is out today. All right. So this morning I woke up and I have like allergies happening in this little area here. And so I was like, you know what? I need brighten my eyes. So we're gonna start on makeup, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna use Glow, and I'm using Glow as some pre-coverage. I'm using it to start my coverage. Now you can get coverage out of the foundation, but if you want a little extra coverage on that pre-coverage, then you can use other products that we have. Good morning, Luminess. All right, so I'm actually going, because this camera was like really close up for some reason, and I was like, ooh, look at those 4 headlines. So I'm taking my velvet veil, and I'm actually just putting my hands around the thing. I don't use the dropper. Linda, are you an airbrush holic? I think a lot of people on here are airbrush holics, but we love it. You just bought the new one. You just bought the Breeze, this one. Love it. I'm going to put a little bit under my eyes as well. Tap that into place. Tap it out. Tap it out. Tap it out. Oh, Sandra, New to the channel, waiting for my praise. Oh, girl, I know. She's like, it's taking forever. I know it seems like it is taking forever, but if it like really is taking forever, call customer service and check on it. Usually things get out. Oh, I didn't mean to put that there again. We get things out pretty quickly. So depending on where you are. Oh, Lori's at, what does the velvet veil do? It's I know that was, she said velvet veil. It's velvet veil. And what this does is it is a blur. And the reason I put so many R's on that, because it does do a lot of things. So I know you can see, because I can see a big difference. So I just had like, I could see all these little lines on my forehead because Mama hadn't had time to do Botox. And so I put the velvet veil on, and it's going to blur those fine lines and wrinkles. Now, I did put it also underneath my eyes because of smile lines. I'm real self-conscious about under eye wrinkles and crinkles, and I had that redness. So it does help with redness. It's going to help blur fine lines and wrinkles, imperfections, all of that. So I put that on beforehand. Now with velvet veil, you will have to airbrush. It doesn't move with traditional makeup. So you'll put it on, and you saw, hey Elise, good to see you. You're welcome, Jeannie. So after answering my question about metallic bronzer yesterday, what could it be used for? Eyeshadows. It can be used on the lips. You can use it in that area to highlight. You can mix it with the blush. It's really pretty with the blushes. Sorry, I'm like squirrel. So it's going to help soften everything, but you will want to airbrush directly on that. Little bit goes a long way. Like when I just did it again here, and I was like, oh, didn't mean to do that. I was kind of hurrying up to tap that off, because if you do too much, you don't want to do it. It'll just be ugh. So a little bit goes a long way. That's why it has the dropper, but I take the dropper out and just do this with my hands and then kind of smooth it that way. All right. Now I'm going to take Glow. You're welcome. I'm going to take Glue, and I'm going to start, even though Glow is a highlighter, it is going to give me coverage here as well. So I'm going to go in here, put about 3 drops. Now, the difference between Glow and Love, because they are both highlighters, is Glow is a true highlighter. There's no shimmer, there's no sparkle, there's nothing in it. It is just highlighter. So you can use this to highlight under the eyes. You can use it even to lighten a color. You can use it for all different things. Now, Love is a hydrating illuminator, so it is going to give your skin some luminosity, but not necessarily a shine, but it gives it some luminosity, okay? All right, so now, oh, Veronica traveled and used her breeze. Yay. All right, so now I have my Glow in here, and I'm going to use it underneath my eyes and a little bit on my lid to cover the redness that I have there. Now that first pass that I make, guys, not going to get it where I want it, okay? So when I do this, I actually look up, and then I'll angle my stylus or my breeze down just a little. You always want that stylus or the breeze facing directly at you. But with this, when we're doing it under the eyes, I'm going to boop, 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 boop. It got me excited to try it. Zandra says, Zandra said that she's going to have a million questions. And watching the channel for a while, that's what got me excited to try it. And I'm very fun to watch. And thank you very much. I try to make it fun because everybody would go to sleep if I was like, spray under here and keep it moving. It would be boring. So I try to make it as fun as possible, but you guys make it fun as well. So, and I like that we can talk to each other. So look how I'm going back and forth, back and forth. Guys, this is dry. That is how light I am spraying. Again, when you first get it, your first instinct is to put it on like traditional makeup. Traditional makeup, we're used to seeing that opaqueness. We're used to seeing the of makeup, okay? Airbrush makeup does not go on like that. If you are putting it on like that, you're not going to love it. If you're putting it on like that, that's not airbrush. If you're putting it on like that, it's not going to make you look 10, 15 years younger. So make sure you are putting it on the right way. And this is a bold statement, guys. If you don't 100% love it, you're not putting it on the right way. Everybody can love Luminess if they're putting it on correctly, because it can be so much for so many different people. It can be full coverage. It can be light coverage. It doesn't have that makeup feel. It can do a lot for you. So if you're still struggling after watching these a couple of times, look in the bio or the description and click on the link where you can get you can schedule a class. And we do small group classes where we go over little steps of how to practice, and I can ask her questions in a small group setting. So check those out. No, Lori, Amber's always on our YouTube, and she's so sweet. She says hi to all the new people that she knows or that's on here. All right, so now I'm still going, and I'm going to do quite a bit of highlight underneath, more than I normally do, because I want to show you what it can do. And then see how it's, ooh, look how it's starting to light. Amber is like our YouTube mother. She makes sure everybody is feeling welcome. She's so sweet. All right. Hey, Trish. So now I'm just still going back. But see how, look how, like on the screen, it should be like you should look at me and go, yeah, she needs some makeup. And then it's like, oh, wait, I think I see. Oh, what? Oh, my God. It should like appear almost like magic. Okay. That's how light you're spraying. And chances are, if you're like, Heather, I am spraying light, chances are you probably still need to spray lighter. One way to test this is spray on a paper towel. Do your 4 finger widths away, move the stylus, and then start pulling back. That's a great way for your mind to understand it, okay? Because when you're spraying, it should just feel like cool air with a little, you'll be able to feel a little bit of the makeup, but it shouldn't feel too wet. But see how, ooh, I look like, you know how those old movies, like black and whites, and then they cut to the scene of the woman, and she's like, but all this is like light. Oh, don't go. That's what I look like. You know it's true. All right. All right, so I'm going. And guys, 3 drops, still going. All right, so now I'm going to spray what's left in there. And so now we did talk about a shimmer and a shine. And so I do want to use, boop. Oh, Lori on YouTube just said, I use my mirror to see how I'm spraying. Perfect. I'm just helping you not have to clean your mirror. But yeah, that is another way of testing it out, is to hold up a mirror or do it to your bath mirror and spray that. Anytime that happens, I would say that you're like, oh, I didn't even think I was pulling back and something's coming out. So it does let you visually see that. All right, so I am going to use the bronze. This is our highlighter, our traditional highlighter. So I have my airbrush here, and you're like, how are you going to put that on airbrush? I'm not. I'm going to do it this way, but I'm going to put it over the airbrush. Let's go this way. There. And there. And you're going to go, I don't think that looks too good, Heather. What are we going to do? What's the word? What's the word that I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Tap it out. I'll do both. And so what I'm doing is I'm tapping it out, and just like you saw those little marks, they're going away, but I'm not rubbing it to mess up the airbrush that I just put on, right? So I'm just tapping it all. And yeah, Lori's like, tap, tap, tap. Tap it out, tap it out. Yep, there you go, Luminous. You got it. Tap it out, tap it out. Right, Debbie? Debbie got it. Debbie got it. So I just tap this into place. Okay, and then I have the shimmer. Zandra, no, it does not. And this is the one thing, if you practicing with keeping it 4 finger widths away, just use the air, because this also helps you understand that wherever you feel the air is also where the makeup's going. So it really does show you. Every morning I have my eyebrows on, I have my hair down, I'm not pulled. Now, come on, in a real world, I'm in my nightgown or a robe, hair's pulled back, and I'm doing my makeup. Actually, is that true? Oh yeah, I have 2 rollers up here, but my hair is pretty much done. But it doesn't get everywhere. It only goes where you're pointing it. We do get that a lot. I've even had people say, do I need to lay down the tarp? This is so precise. It only goes where you're pointing it, okay? So now let's go to, I'm going to do Rose Shade 3. Shaking it up. Make sure you shake up all the products. Man, everybody is talking today. I love it. Put my airbrush makeup in my makeup well, turning on my system. There's air that comes out. And then going back and forth, I start my movements. Guys, not a race. Not in a hurry. Not a free-for-all. Shh, don't have to do that. Not covering every inch. It works as little dots, little pixels going all over your face. So what we're doing is, that's why making passes is going to get you the coverage that you want or that you desire. So I can keep going. So I just make one pass. Now, because I did a lot of the highlight underneath my eyes with the white, I don't need to go all the way up. I already have that covered, and I want to keep that light. But I'm going to blend the foundation up to here. And I can blend it down my neck. And of course, you always want to keep your eyes open. And guys, look at this. It is not covering that shimmer. That shows you that how it goes on, it's like little pixels, okay? That's why sometimes I tell you, if you want to, do blush first. That way you get the blush on, and then if you need to blend it out, you can do so. Lori is asking, she ordered X out. I ordered the X out, and they sent the X out medium dark and a medium. It'll just be the colors, Lori. One, the medium dark is going to be a little bit darker. Medium is going to be lighter. Same product. And that is one of the items that you can use for pre-coverage. So you can use that on dark circles, imperfections, all of that. Martin's airbrushing along right with me. Ooh. Okay. Hey, Jeannie, Cindy just said she added a couple of drops of the Airbrush bronzer to her shade 3, and it gave it a nice touch of bronze without overdone. I love it. All right. So there we have the coverage that I'm wanting, okay? I got my pre-coverage done, and now with the highlighter, you can still see it, but let's say I want to even bring that up again. Ooh, even more. Woot, woot. So now I'm going in with my translucent powder. Well, Zandra, we're glad you're here. And I'm doing what is this called? It looks like one thing. It looks very similar to another thing that we do sometimes, but this is a powder guard. Notice how I used a powder brush, just boop, 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 lightly tap that into place. The reason I did that is because it's protecting everything that I just did with the airbrush. So I'm going to do eyes now, and then when I'm finished, I can brush that away, and any fallout will brush away with it. And it's going to give me a natural highlight. So let's go in with our standard nude and naughty palette. 36 eyeshadows you get. Great. I mean, they have to be your go-to because it has so many. So many. I'm going to go in. Let's see. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let's go in with, let me go in. I'm going to go lighter than I thought I was, but I just want to see. So yeah, this is a powder guard. Now it is similar to, and some of you may have called it a baking. Now baking is where you would press the powder in, you let it sit there as long as you can. Now it does protect underneath, so you can do it in the same time, but it works with your body heat and gives it a natural highlight. Being a more mature woman, I don't like always pressing powder in there. However, I have to say that our powder is finely milled, so it's not going to settle into wrinkles and crinkles. So now I'm going back and forth. I feel like that one's a little bit darker, so let's go back. Now, when I blend, I never pick up my brush. I'm using I put it in the makeup like this here. And I'm just blending that back and forth, okay? See how that's already starting to give my eyes some dimension. I feel like that one's still. Little windshield wipers. Back and forth, 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 back and forth. Oh, I didn't know that, Jeannie. That's awful. That's so bad. Okay, so now let's go in. I'm like, what do I want to do now? Let's go in. Let's try this one. This is a shimmer, and it's a kind of a coppery, more pinky red. I'm going to put that right at my lid. And yep, I'm just putting it right on with my finger. I find that sometimes the heat of your finger works really well. And then I'll go back and blend that to that crease. Okay. And then I can go, let's go ahead and clean the under the powder guard. Okay, so I'm just looking up. Boop. And see how that even highlighted it a little bit more? And there we are. Woo! And I'm going to go in with a flat eyeshadow brush to the dark brown. I have to say, I've been digging the reverse liner lately. And I'm going to do the dark brown underneath. And I'm using eyeshadow. Right there. Voila. And then now I will grab the Cut 1 palette where I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. Martin's already done. So taking my Cut 1 palette, brushing through all of them, going right underneath where that I've had put the exposure highlighter in the bronze. Contour on my temples, definitely under here. Ah, Jeannie got a blender brush and makes such a difference. It really does. Now see how light, again, underneath, very natural. It's not like a reverse raccoon, but it's very natural. Still have that spark, that lightness underneath. Add a little bit of blush. Just very little right there. Ooh. And then I'll go with, of course, our staple. Ballet Pink Vinyl Slick Liquid Lipsticks. Oh, I bet that was pretty. Cindy used, she went Irish on us. She used the Optic palette, used the black light, which was that darker green, and then the gold on the inside. I love that. Remember what we say, always do something, tweak it a little bit, do something different before you take your makeup off. Try a red lip, try a smoky eye. That way you get to see if you like it. And there's no pressure. You're not going anywhere. You're taking off your makeup. So you can just do it, see if you like it, then you know, hey, okay, yeah, I can do this. All right. So I'm going to finish up with putting up my brushes. I'm going to finish putting on my Distraction mascara. Of course, curl my lashes. And I will be there's my desk. So let's see if we can okay, now we're back. Hold on, let me make sure audio's on. Okay, I think we're back. All right. Whew. I opened up something and it made my camera go zonkers. All right, so just curling my lashes, guys. If you haven't curled your lashes, curl your lashes, makes a difference. All right, I'm going to finish up with, thank you. Finish up with my Distraction mascara, and I will be set for the rest of the day. All right. That is it for today, guys. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Yay. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye for now.